Example number 3. So again, we read the given information, all right? We're trying to figure out, ultimately in this case, how much money he should be putting in each type of investment. All right, so first things first, let's define our variables. So X is going to be what? X is going to be the amount we're investing in savings. And that's the amount at the 6%. And we're going to let Y be the amount we are investing, a dollar amount we're investing in mutual funds. And that's at 8%, just to reference that. And then our final variable, Z, which is another 3 variable type situation, will be the amount that we're investing in bonds. And that's going to be our highest, 12%. Okay, now we don't know exactly why we are investing in these different types of accounts. Maybe one is more of a higher risk than the other. We don't know. Again, all we can do is just use the information that's in front of us and just follow what it's saying. And again, extracting the pertinent information and ultimately coming up with a system of linear equations. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin that process. Let's see. The annual returns on Sid Carrington's 3 investments amounted to $21,600. So that's actually how much money he's getting back based on investing in these 3 different accounts: the savings, mutual funds, and bonds. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to do what? We're going to do this 6% back on how much he's putting into savings, plus 8% return on how much he's investing in mutual funds, and finally 12% return on bonds. And we know the total returns, the total amount of the returns he received on all 3 investments, $21,600. So that's our first equation. Okay, the second equation is going to be what? Let's see. The amount of Sid's investment in bonds. So what's bonds again? Bonds is Z. So again, the amount of Sid's investment in bonds was what? Was twice the amount of his investment in the savings account. So that would be 2 times X. X, again, is the amount we're investing in the savings account. So there's a second equation. Now, we're going to have 3 equations here. Let's figure out what the third one is. Let's take a look at this. The interest earned from his investment in bonds, so the interest earned on his investment in bonds, that would be 0.12 times Z, that's the interest earned on bonds, was equal to, well, we have that down, to what? The dividends he received from his investment in mutual funds. So really, this is just going to be in our, for us in our terms, the same as a return. All right, so again, we're just going to be doing 0.08 Y. So this is the amount he's going to be receiving really in returns. They call it dividends, but for our intents and purposes, we're looking at it the same way. So anyway, we have 3 equations. Now all we have to do is rewrite them. Let's see if we can do that. So the first equation is all set. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that. And now I'm going to rewrite the second equation by subtracting 2x from both sides. Again, you want all your x terms, y terms, z terms, and constant terms aligned by way of columns. So this final equation, what we're going to do is we're going to subtract this 0.08y from both sides. Make sure we're putting it in the column of y's. And now it's set equal to 0. And so we have finished our third example. we have completed our setup of our system of linear equations.